Welcome back and taking a look. Nick Jude, we did spread out the lead a little bit. We're back over 1,000. We're both in the green. Hopefully we get something. We do have the scholarship offered for him. He is the next one that I really want to see on the squad. Bad Ross, the other halfback, 850. I believe that is a little bit higher than what it was before. 6,000 to third place. So again, down to us too. Jeremy Gore, I mean, Louisiana Tech is green, but they're 3,000 behind, so I can't really see them being an issue. We're only 115 in first, so we still got some work to do. Andrew Woods, I'm pretty comfortable saying that we're going to get him. We're going to go ahead and offer him a scholarship. We're probably going to redshirt him if we do end up getting him. I'm not too crazy excited about him. We do have quarterbacks on the roster right now. Ben Jones, another running back. I mean, we'll throw a little. We don't need to throw anything at him. We're up by 3,500. I mean, we got him. Jermaine Miller, this is one of the big ones. So I do want to throw a little bit more at him. I want to ensure that we get him. We're 1,000 ahead of Virginia. I really do want to get him. 6'2", 3-star wide receiver. I mean, that's pretty solid for this offense. Brad Bird, we are fighting. We are definitely fighting, trying to maintain second on him. We're only 165 down. We got 400 on him. I'm going to take some points off Ben Jones. I'm going to put some here. I'm going to offer him a scholarship. I'm going to throw what little we have left. I do want to try and get him. He's 6'1", speed wide receiver. Ricky Mosby, B speed. We don't have any points to scout him right now. We are in first for him. You see that we're 265 ahead. 5'11", he's a possession receiver out of Midland, Texas. His stats look interesting. C catching isn't terrible. D route running is pretty bad. He can't release. He's got okay speed, bad acceleration. Another guy that's not very strong. Anthony Jones, 745 behind. I mean, we're kind of losing on him. I would love to get him. We can use a defensive tackle, but I mean, we're trying everything that we can to get him. Matt Jones, I'm pretty sure we're going to get 2-star. Pass blocking, yeah. Josh Matthews, 58 overall cornerback. I mean, he's 3-star, that's good, 6 feet. He's a balanced one. 83 speed, I mean, I'm not going to be too upset if we lose out on him. Jared Davis, number 79 tight end. It's okay, 2-star, 6'4", receiving tight ends. C speed, C deceleration, C catching. I mean, he's not going to block. John Johnson's a little bit better. He's still a blocking tight end though. 6'2", 3-star. D speed, D acceleration. Another guy is not going to be too great. His blocking is a little bit better than what Jared Davis was. And then Joel Steele, the 3-star, 5'9" speed guy. B speed, which is pretty solid. Again, no strength, no trucking. B on injury, can't block, can't catch. I mean, you know, these are the kind of recruits that we're going to get pretty much. So we're advancing. It's the conference championship, so obviously we're not going to get there. We finished the season 2-10. I'm going to be honest, I didn't even realize that we were done with the season already. It kind of flew by. So now we're just focused on the offseason, trying to improve our team. Nick Jude, Jeremy Gore, Thad Ross, it's the same story. Recruiting battle with one team. Looking at the Heisman Trophy, Rashad White, running back out of Arizona State. 1,700 yards, 15 touchdowns, 4 receiving touchdowns. Okay. 9 out of Miami. There you go. Finished third. Brian Robinson. All right. Yeah, you can see all running backs. Every single one of them. Miami against Ohio State for the national championship game. I mean, the rankings are reversed, but that's going back. Maurice Claret, that fake pass interference call. I mean, I'm a Miami fan, so it brings back bad memories. Hopefully Miami can kind of turn the tide there. And you can see there, Miami won the national title 37-35. There might be a better screen that shows it a little bit, but you can see the score there. That would have been a phenomenal game. So looking back, the first season as Jack Tempers, you can see the security. We're safe. It was our first year. We got the 5-year contract, so for now we're safe. 2-10. Obviously, there was a little bit of a drop-off from the season before, but 1-11, 1-11, 1-11. Then they got a little bit better, 4-9, and then we dropped a little bit more, 2-10 under Jack. But I like the direction that we're going. The recruits that we're looking at are going to have us jump up so much. We finished 1-0 against our rivals. First year, not the greatest thing. We finished 0-1 against the top 25 team. These are all things that we can improve. If we can improve on 2-10, that is the goal for this coming season. I want to be able to be a little bit more competitive in the games that we got blown out in, but I want to be able to positively go with these new recruits, start looking at bowl games. I'm not naive. I understand we're not a national title contender yet, but we're getting there. Nick Saban has retired from coaching, so Alabama no longer has Nick Saban. There's no way Mario Cristobal leaves, right? Nah, I think Bill O'Brien's going to take it. I really don't want to see Mario Cristobal leave Miami. Out of Oklahoma, Brent Venables had his contract expired. What? Rumored candidate, so they might re-sign him. I would be very, very, very shocked. Oh, wow. So, Golding ended up taking over. O'Brien left. Wow. So with Saban leaving, that entire coaching staff just changed. And now is the time that we take a look at the players that are leaving our team. Miles Kendrick, he was a senior. He had a couple flashes, but he was never really consistent enough, unfortunately. But we are going to be replacing him. I don't think Kendrick is really going to go anywhere after this. He didn't really do too much for us. Porter, another one, he showed flashes. He just dropped the ball way too much. It was unbelievable. He would make decent catches, but he would just drop the most routine balls. It was really hard to try and get him anything. Trey Hall in the last couple games, he was mostly a kick returner. He did get in a little bit to make some plays, but overall, he was just special teams. He didn't really do too much for us. Isaac Gutierrez, he was part of our offensive line. Our line wasn't that great. I mean, 72 overall. We're going to take a little bit of a hit, but we're not really losing too much with him. Rico Hanna, he had flashes. He had a couple multi-sack games. We brought him in on the blitz a lot. He wasn't great in coverage. It'll be interesting to see how we are able to replace him. Bradson Jang, I don't remember him too much. Antonio Hunt, mostly special teams. He did play a little bit, but he wasn't with Combs, and he wasn't really that much of an integral part of the defense. He was mostly a special teams guy. Saltonstall never really did too much for us. Neither one of our defensive tackles really did anything. Steinkamp, I mean, he did not have a leg. That was the issue. He made field goals, but we had to be really close for him. Justin Harris was one of our better players on defense. This one's going to hurt. This is going to hurt with him leaving. You can see there, he had 20 tackles. He had 8 for a loss. He had the 4 quarterback sacks. Other than that, he didn't do anything really. But, on the defense that we had, he got a lot of pressure. And he did make a lot of tackles. And even he took out blocks for our second guys to get in. Our linebackers and, Lutelli. And then our safeties, who had a ton of tackles each. Jarek Reed, this one's big. This is big. He was arguably our best player on defense. Finished with 50 tackles, 2 for a loss. He had 1 pass deflection. He didn't have too many interceptions. He was mostly very aggressive, stopping the run. Okay. We got 2 players that want to come and play for us. One of them is a wide receiver from Auburn. He didn't do anything last season. 93 speed, 93 acceleration, 93 agility. His awareness obviously isn't that great. His catching is okay. His route running isn't that great. Elusiveness is an 83. Stamina is an 86. Welcome to the squad. Stacy Sneed out of the University of Houston. 72 overall. 84 speed, 89 acceleration, 89 agility. 5'11". He was a freshman. I like this. I like this a lot. 89 stamina. Ooh. 79 juke, 79 spin. 62 strength. That's all right. He didn't do anything last season. I see why these guys want to transfer. All right, now we get into the nitty gritty. Now this is all trying to get these boys. Nick Jude is one of the big ones. 87 speed. Obviously, he will probably be the starter. If I'm going to be honest. I mean, Stacy, we get him as a transfer. Possible he might start. We're going to have to see. They're definitely going to split carries. That's going to be one of the big ones. Thad Ross is mostly going to be depth. You take a look. B speed. I mean, we're going to be throwing points. We're going to do 200 for him. We'll do 50 for him. I mean, we're up by 1,100. This is a big one. Jeremy Gore. What is he going to be, though? C man coverage, C play rec. He might be a corner. 91 speed, 74 press. Still C play rec, man coverage, zone coverage. Yeah, he's a corner. He could play a little bit of quarterback, it looks like, too, but I think he is definitely a corner. 79 agility, so he's going to be playing on the outside. 85 acceleration. I'm liking that. Throw him 200. Andrew Woods, I mean, we're up by 400. We do have quarterbacks already. We'll throw him 50. Ben Jones, I don't want to throw him anything, if I'm going to be honest. We already have a ton of running backs on this roster now. It went from one of our weakest positions to now it's one of our strongest. With 3,900 up, I don't really want to spend too much on him. Jermaine Miller, I want him badly. 6'2", 96 speed wide receiver. We're going 500 on him. 100% scouted. I mean, his strength is garbage. But he went up 4. 68 overall. Catching is a 62, but his route running and his speed. Brad Bird, another wide receiver, 6'1", 3-star. I'm going to do the same thing, 500 speed. Granted, we're getting that transfer from Auburn, but I mean, the more the merrier, right? Ricky Mosby, another wide receiver. I'm going to leave him for now. Defensive tackle, so we lost a little bit. We went down to 785. We're actually getting caught. All right. We do need to replace, so let's go 6'10 on him. We're going to offer him a scholarship. Matt Jones, I mean, we're going to get him. We'll go 50 on him. Josh Matthews, 58 overall. We're down by 455. We'll go 300. Jared Davis, receiving tight end, 2-star. We'll do 200 on him. John Johnson's the one that I want between those two. So we're going to go 300 with him. Bird, another one. We'll go like 600 on him because we're already 1,300 up. Mosby, another wide receiver, 500 on him. Anthony Jones is a big one. I want to try and get him, so we're going to go 1250. Matt Jones. Offensive line, we need to focus on next season. That we got to build up a good offensive line. We got to be like those Big Ten schools. Get those big boys. Let's go. All right. So we got Nick Jude on. Oh, we lost Brad Bird. That I'm actually kind of surprised about. Jermaine Miller we got. That's gigantic. A tall, really fast wide receiver. John Johnson, I'm a little bit disappointed. He was the one tight end that I really did want. But we were able to get Anthony Jones. If you remember, we were pretty far behind him. So we were able to come back and get him. This one hurts a little bit. I thought for sure we were going to be able to get him. Jeremy Gore, I thought we were going to get. Thad Ross. All right, so we're pretty stacked at halfback going into next season. That is going to be one of the strengths of our team. It was our biggest weakness, and that is looking like an absolute stud right now. Ricky Mosby went to Utah State. I thought we had him. Wow, so we didn't get any of the tight ends. Josh Matthews. We did get Matt Jones. All right, so we got a guard. Oh, wow. All right, some of the... Wow. So Brad Bird, John Johnson, and Jeremy Gore, I thought we had those guys locked up. And we ended up losing them at the last second. But we can't deter it from the boys that actually wanted to be here. I mean, Nick Jude, Jermaine Miller... Those are going to be gigantic. On top of the two guys that we just got in the transfer portal. Wow, we only won by 30. Wow, I really... Damn. They probably chuck like 10 grand at him. I guess I should have just went all out. 650. Yeah. I guess I took it for granted. I really should have just tried a little bit harder for some of these guys. And after all that is said and done, obviously we weren't going to get any 5-star recruits. It's incredibly difficult with the season that we had. We're only a 1 prestige school. Not a whole lot of people are looking at New Mexico when you're looking at schools as a top tier. But we finished in the top 100. That is gigantic. We finished 72nd. I mean, We got 3 4-stars, 4 3-stars, 3 2-stars, and 9 1-stars. Honestly, I thought we were going to have way more 1-stars. I thought we were going to have less 4-stars. And we got 19 total prospects. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that, especially the players that we were able to get. You know, the top 3 that I really, really wanted to get, we were able to get them. A couple of the ones that I thought were going to be locks, we did lose, but the guys that we did sign, I am over the moon for. We didn't lose anybody that I really, really wanted to try and get. All right, this is one of the more fun aspects going into this, is changing positions, seeing where we can maximize people's abilities. Taking a look, yeah, Combs, man. Once we lost him last season, that really affected our defense. They stepped up a little bit, but I mean, look at some of these players that we're going to be losing. We're losing Combs. We're going to be losing Martin, who, granted, he does get burnt quite a bit, but he went up a little bit. We're losing Sair Riley. He has been a playmaker for us. Weiss, I'm going to have for a little bit longer. Jay Fair is the transfer. I am really excited to see what this kid can do. 5'10", 93 speed. Rodriguez is a senior, so we're going to be looking at punters. Lutelli, he's one of my favorite players. He's a senior playing his last season. Montez is going to be a junior. And you're taking a look. So going into the season, they got Montez as a starter, huh? I mean, we're going to see about it. Ismail, they're saying he's a bust? Down 5 on the overall. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Snead going into the season as our number 1. I can see that. I can see it. Nate Jude went down 3. Interesting. Interesting. 4-star recruit. He is a giant, giant dude. He is the fastest running back that we have as well. Washington was on the team last year. Chad Alexander. Nathaniel Jones. He didn't really play too much for us last time. I think, honestly, it's going to be splitting carries between Snead and Jude. We're going to try and get Thad some carries as well. He was the other 4-star recruit that we were able to get. The wide receivers that we have, Weissong played very well last year. Fair, I believe, is going to be our wide receiver 1. Erickson was a beast. Both of our Ericksons were actually really, really good. Bobby Wooden, he didn't really see too much of the field. Jermaine Miller, I'm very excited to see what he's going to be able to do for us. Speed kills, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see how he does. His route running is good. His catching is the thing that's really bad, though. 6'2", 96 speed. Shane Ryan, 3-star recruit. One of the few guys that we got that actually went up. Oh, Jermaine did go up 4. I'll take that. Tight end, of course, we got Bruckler. And he's a junior, so we get some more time with him. What are these guys looking like as far as their blocking goes? Oh, he's actually not going to drop off that much. Yeah, we're going to move Dennis over to fullback as well. I want to get a couple more guys that are going to be able to lead block for a running back. Left tackle, we're going in with JC Davis. You know, I mean, you look at the overalls, not great. Tavian Ford Jr., 65. Matt Jones, we did just sign. He also went down. Center, Jeremy Henry. He's a JUCO. 69 overall. Matatia. Isaiah Silliman, Lovato. I mean, you can see the overalls on our offensive line is not ideal. Wingfield is the best one that we got. Greg Brown is a junior, so we're going to lose Wingfield. Darame, you can see there, he didn't really do too much. He played a lot. He just didn't really do much. YA, Ian Shewell played very well. I like the way that Shewell played. Derek Vaughn, I am very excited to see what he's going to be able to do. He was one of our, I think he was actually our second recruit that we were able to sign. Destin Gaynor, Jade Phillips, Sokine, Alvarado, Bartley. We have a lot of Anthony Jones. Left outside linebacker, Cody Moon, Marquise Jones. Middle linebacker, of course, we got Lutelli, Deion Hunter, JD Phillips, Sair Riley. It's going to be very hard to replace him when he leaves. I'm also trying to see what positions we're going to be needing to target as well. Dante Martin, obviously, cornerback is going to be one of the big ones. But we do have a lot of younger people behind him. He's the only senior that we have. We got a few juniors. Odom's played pretty well. Sellers played okay. He did get burnt quite a bit. Josh Williams, Zach Morris, Kicker, 79 overall is not terrible. Rodriguez is our punter again. No athletes. Not really changing too many positions. We just filled fullback. We got 2 new fullbacks. This is one of my favorite parts too. You never know what you're going to get. It's either going to be really good for you or it's going to be really bad. Hopefully some of the players that went down went up. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see anybody crazy. Yes, Tavian Combs. Look at that. +5. Absolutely love, love, love to see that. His acceleration went up. Love that. Agility went up. That was one of his weak points. His agility and his acceleration. Dante Martin. Let's go. He got a little bit faster. +4 on the overall. Sayer Riley went up 4. This is stuff that I love to see. CJ Montez is making a case to be our quarterback. He went up 6. He's a 78 overall now. Wow. What is his throwing power and everything now? 79 on throw power, not great. +4 on his throwing accuracy. Did his speed go up? Montez did play well when we had to play him. Speed did go up. It's a 76. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Weissong went up 4. His speed went up. Fair went up 4 as well. +1 to his speed. Oh man, he's going to be even more dangerous. Sneed went up 5. I think we just found our starters. Wow. A lot of people that were going to be in battles. I mean, I don't want to fully commit, but I mean, it's going to be so difficult. Acceleration, agility, awareness. Rodriguez, the punter, went up. Hopefully his kick power went up. He did not punt the ball very far, if I'm going to be honest. Let's see. Kick power went up 4. I'll take that. +5 on accuracy. Lutelli went up 4. His speed went up 1. He's still not the fastest thing on earth, but love to see that. Him, Hunter, who's going to take over for Lutelli. Bruckler, yes sir, +5. If there was anybody on this team that deserved it, it was him. He made so many giant plays for us. He converted so many 3rd downs. Erickson, yes, +4. +1 to his speed, 1 to agility, 3 to his acceleration. He's going to be even more devastating. I love that. DJ Wingfield, the senior, we are going to lose him, but I love the fact that our offensive line got a little bit better. Strength went up 2. Sellers, he's going to be taking over. Yes. +4 to him, +1 on his speed. Odoms went up 5. Bobby Wooden went up 5. He didn't really do too much, but I'll take it. I mean, 78 speed for a wide receiver is not great. Tyler Keeney, he's going to be our starting defensive tackle now. He went up 5. +1 to his speed. Colin James, he probably just took over for center. I'm going to be honest. I wasn't going to start him, but, I mean, you go up 6. You got to be starting now. Matthias Bertram, he's making a case to potentially get moved to free safety. I was contemplating it when I was looking at it before, but that might have made the decision right there. Although Ronald Wilson, they're both juniors. One's a red shirt. I mean, 3 speed. That's pretty significant. I'm gonna be honest. And unfortunately, team speed is one of the things we lacked last year, and that caused a lot of issues. That gave up a lot of points for us. Greg Brown, another right tackle, up 4. Cody Moon, our new left outside linebacker, he went up 4. Christian Ellis went up 5. Sherrod White. Everybody knows Sherrod. He was our starter last year. +5, +1 to speed. He's making a case. He put in that work in the offseason. Chad Alexander, he was the backup last year. He got a couple touches. He didn't really impress too much. Andrew Erickson, he had a couple big catches as well. His speed didn't go up. He went +5 though. Connor Withoft. When Bruckler needed his Robin, Withoft made a couple really, really nice catches as well. Good to see him go up 4. Josh Williams, I love that our cornerbacks are going up. Bryce Santana up 5. Destin Gaynor went up 5. Wow. We got a lot of... I love seeing that our offensive line is going up. I absolutely love that. Isaiah Chavez, +6. Right guard +3. Justin Holiday went up 3. I liked his arm strength. His accuracy is just so bad. That's the only downside to him. Throwing power +1. Accuracy +3. So it went up a little bit. Rawaye went up 4. He's a freshman for us as well at left end. Christian Washington went up 4. Will Dennis, I love that. We just moved him. He was a tight end. We moved him to fullback. He went up 4. Also, he went up 5. This is going to make it really difficult. Jamar Sanders, in the probably last 3 or 4 games, made so many big catches for us. Silliman went up 6. I mean, we have so many players that are going up. Another right tackle is in the 70s. It would have made sense to have changing the positions after the training. That's how I feel, because there's so many players I want to change positions now. Unfortunately, Justin Holiday, unfortunately, he's got to go. He's got to go. Montez, he took such a giant step. Him and Chavez, they just put in that work. We got Anderson. This is going to make it an incredibly difficult decision. Let me know down below what you guys think we should do. Do we go into the season starting Montez? We made some promises to Anderson. What do we do? Halfback. Look how many halfbacks we got. He's a freshman. We don't, unfortunately. Bad Raw's Nick Jude, we're going to keep. Christian Washington. I think we get rid of Christian. Chal Alexander. Oh, feels bad. When you look at our receiving corps, is he going to play? Fortunately, I just don't think he's good enough. We got to go ahead and get rid of him. I know he put in that work. Oh, Guidry. I mean, I don't think he's going to get good enough to have to play for us. Yeah, that's 61 overall as a sophomore. That's just too low. Left end. I mean, Cedric Robinson, bust. -6. Yeah, he didn't do anything in the offseason. He just came here expecting that he was going to get something. Nah. Sorry, dude. Mickey Griffin, again, you're just not putting in that work. As for the conferences, we did not play well enough to advance out of this conference. No other conference would want us. We have to win this. We have to win this conference. I understand that playing here is not really going to get us the best bowl games. It's not going to get us any national title considerations, but we were 2-10. We don't deserve a promotion to a better conference. We don't deserve any of that. So I'm content doing another season inside here because we have to beat these guys. We have to beat these guys to even have the possibility of going to a better conference. All right, so red shirting. I really do want to potentially redshirt O'Connor. I would hate to do it and then he transfers. I don't know. I like the work that Montez did. He earned it. He played well, but I just feel like O'Connor's going to be that dude. As far as halfback goes, it's going to be Snead and Jude. Sherrod might get some carries. Ross is not, so we're going to redshirt him. He's just not going to do anything for us this year, and I would love to keep a year eligibility for him. This one, I think, is a pretty easy decision. I was happy when we got him. It's just such an easy decision. And then looking into the upcoming season, you can see we're starting off with Tennessee. They are ranked 20th. And taking a look here, you can see our schedule, C+ on the strength of schedule, opening with number 20 Tennessee. I like to do that. I like to have a ranked team or somebody somewhat capable. I didn't want to go overboard to Alabama because we know how that was going to go. But this is a good gauge to see how good we are compared to last season. Taking on a team that is incredibly good, they're either going to be really good or they're going to be typical Tennessee and just absolutely fall apart. I have no idea which one we're going to see, but they're ranked 20th to start the season, so that'll be a good little battle. Going into Penn State, not ranked, but they're always really good. Their defense is always amazing, so that's going to be fun. Both of those are away games. Then we come home, taking on Appalachian State. I think that's going to be a pretty fun game. Then taking on the rival UTSA Roadrunners. That was a fun game last year. San Diego State, UNLV, Colorado State, Boise State. That was a battle last year. That was probably the most fun I had. That was fun. Then we're taking on Air Force, who, if I remember correctly, they beat us the worst that we lost last year. Utah State, Fresno State, ending the season in Wyoming, and hopefully playing in the conference championship. Not 100% sure, though, but I feel like this is a little bit stronger. I mean, it's significantly stronger schedule than we played last year. hopefully we can improve on that 2-10 record. And taking a look at this, I want to look at the players that have interest in us. Last year, we kind of just willy-nilly threw some people on. I don't feel like we got as many recruits as what we could have had, but I want to kind of go into it, taking a look at this. Obviously, there's some positions that we do need to focus on. We have a lot of seniors. We have a lot of positions that need to get upgraded. Defensive end, I feel like we didn't really hit too much. So I definitely want to look at defensive end. Quarterback, we don't need. We're first for him. That's awesome. Thank you, Eugene. But we don't need you. So I'm not even going to waste it. Wide receiver, it's another one. We don't really need a wide receiver. Now, tight end is something that we can use. 3-star. Nick Fox, he is a blocking tight end, which is something that we can use. We are 4th. 300 points down. C speed, that's okay. Usually the blocking guys. I like his route running. His catching traffic isn't great. Catching isn't great, but he's got C blocking across the board. That is definitely something that I want to take a look at. Donnie Dixon, another defensive end. He is a pass rusher. C speed, C block shedding. I mean, I really don't want to load up on defensive ends either, but Burgess, defensive tackle. We can use that. We do have a lot, but we don't really have anybody that's a standout, you know? 6 foot, 3-star. We're first for him. Not really too interested. Cornerback. That is something we need to look at because Martin is going to be leaving us. So B speed, B acceleration, C coverage, C play rec. Can't tackle. I'm alright with that. He's 6'1". Tim Paris, another B speed, B acceleration, C coverage across the board. Tackle, absolutely. I don't even have to look at him. He's a 3-star tackle. We need it. It's that simple. We'll do Paris too. We'll take a look at it. Quarterback, we don't need. Another corner, 6'2" though. I mean, B speed, he's a little bit slower. B in zone coverage. I like that. Another defensive tackle. Why? It's just all defensive tackles. Tackles, ends. D speed, not really too excited about that. First for him, another wide receiver. 3-star tackle, let's go. Pass blocking. Mitchell, let's go. Another 3-star. Any offensive lineman, I will happily take. But one, if there's like an outlier guy, Jonathan Moore. 6'5", 3-star, we're first for him. Not fast. C catching. C route running. You just have so many wide receivers though. Travis Williams does not want to play for us. Goodman, we're 6th for you. 6'2", let's go. Center, go. Guard, let's go. Listen, I'm learning from my mistakes, all right? Last season, we didn't even focus on offensive line. And then I do want to sprinkle, you know, some of these guys that are in our pipeline state. I don't want to go too crazy on it because I do want to focus on the guys that actually want to play here. But I figured just kind of reaching out, touching base with some of these kids, especially positions that we know we're going to need. So you got Jorge Clancy, 4-star, middle linebacker. We're losing Lutelli. He's not crazy fast. He's got B acceleration. His hip power's not great, but his tackling is a B. Block shedding is a B. He's not really great at coverage, but I feel like he can fill some needs. And we also missed out on a few athletes in the last one. We didn't get anybody. And I don't want to abuse it because athletes are usually one of those guys that you can kind of put wherever. They're somewhat easier to get than normal players, so I don't want to get too many of them. 6'2", 218. He is a corner from the look of it. B man coverage, B zone coverage. B speed, B acceleration. Ross Crum, we'll go ahead and look at one from Texas. I should have just did one from California too, because I do want to take a look at New Mexico and see if there's any. But defensive tackle is one of those ones we didn't really hit too much. It'll be interesting to see how these guys play out. It seems like one of the weaker positions in this game. So I want to take a look at defensive tackle. And then I also want to do Evan Nugent from Louisiana. Acceleration. I mean, he's similar to the other guy that we just got too. Throw one at him. And then just one guy from Florida, just because I love me some Florida. We're going to do a guard. It's not crazy exciting, but he's got A acceleration. That's actually plus B pass block, B run block. I mean, 6'3", 337, and you have A acceleration. I need to see that. So we can't actually assign points or anything. All we can do is scout. And I don't know if I want to do that yet. I just want to kind of take a look. So this is just a quick rundown of the players that we already have on our board. A lot of them are from New Mexico. I did reach out a little bit to the surrounding states. I mean, it's one of those... I did want to only do guys that wanted to come to our school, but I thought some of the other ones did look a little bit fun. I don't want to abuse it. I don't want to just go offering crazy points to people and just leave the guys that already want to play for us kind of sitting there. I want to focus on them because they want to play here. If you guys want to pause any of this just to take a look at the stats, I feel like we have a pretty good draft board. We only got 20 players on it, so we can get up to 35. So obviously there's going to need to be some more, and I'm going to spend some more time going through it. If there was anybody that you guys saw that you think I should add as well, just let me know and I'll take a look at them. And if it's not something that's going to be crazy overpowered or anything, I'll consider it and I'll take a look and I'll see if it's something that we can add to the team, as long as it's a position of need. If it's a quarterback or something, I don't really want to do that. Halfback, wide receiver, the positions that we're jacked at. But if it was another position, of course. I don't want to advance yet because I want to have the depth chart. I have a couple of ideas in mind as far as quarterback, halfback, all that stuff. But I also want you guys to participate as well. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you want to see? Who excites you? Be it recruits that we just got, players that we've had for a while. You got Erickson, he's an impact player. I mean, we have people. Who do you want to see? Yeah, see, like, we got to fix this. We got to fix it. Because we got wide receivers not even playing. We got our best wide receiver not even on the field. So let me know down below. Let me know who you guys are excited to see. Do you want to see a brand new quarterback? Do we roll with Montez? Who do you want to see on defense? You want to see the rookie defensive end? Just let me know. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Next time we start the season against number 20 Tennessee.